In an attempt to find the legendary Phoenix Pearl, which can lift his curse and supposedly grant immortality, tomb explorer Hu Bai and 3 of his companions climb into the mausoleum of the King of Xian. But the 4 find themselves trapped, and not everyone escapes. Devastated by the death of his friend, Hu Bai decides to retire, but he has to return to his profession when his friends Wang Kaixian and Shirley Yang are taken hostage by an eccentric rich American named Scott, who forces them to join his expedition, all to the same tomb of the King of Xian. There are 8 books in the popular Ghost Blows Out the Candle book series from writer Zhang Mai, but Chinese filmmakers have never done some sort of cohesive film version of the entire franchise, preferring to choose individual novels for adaptation. Worm Valley, the 3rd book in the series, has been adapted 4 times in the last 5 years, and the screenwriter of the new movie, Lin Jianfeng, also wrote one of the previous film versions, from 2020. Nevertheless, unless you notice the identical titles, you might not even guess that all these movies and series are based on the same book. At least, the authors of the new Worm Valley have moved the story far away from the novel itself and from its past adaptations, leaving in the plot only some common elements like the curse that Hu Bai and Shirley Yang are trying to break, an expedition to the king's tomb and a lost valley with prehistoric animals inside. Otherwise, the new Worm Valley has as much in common with its previous film versions as with any other action-adventure film about tomb raiders, which, despite a significant decline in the popularity of this trend in recent years, continue to appear on the streaming platforms with enviable frequency. Good thing is that the comparison with average adventure action films Worm Valley withstands without much difficulty. This is not an original, but colorful, very dynamic and spectacularly filmed action movie, the creator of which Dai Yilan ate a dog on such movies. And it's not the first time he's ventured into the territory of Ghost Blows Out the Candle or Majin universe. 2 years ago, for example, he already released an adaptation of the 5th book in the cycle, The Weasel Grave, in which Hu Bai and Shirley Yang were played by the same Luo Likun and Hu Shuer, and which became one of the top 10 highest-grossing online films of the year. Worm Valley earned half as much as The Weasel Grave, but that doesn't mean its writers cheated somewhere this time around. It's just that online movie earnings have dropped significantly since then, so that Worm Valley made enough to make it into the top 25 of 2023. And in general, there are so many movies about tomb raiders that the casual viewer may not be able to sort out new movies of the genre. Is it something interesting? Can it be missed? Or even maybe it's something he has already seen before. But time will put everything in its place. This wave will subside, it will be time to choose its best examples, and the new Worm Valley has a very good chance to get among them.